Araro, ariraro.
அம்மா ஒரு கதை சொல்லு.
Radhe Krishna. Today we will see how to offer prasad to Bhagavan, or to say, how should we offer prasad to Bhagavan. He himself has said in Bhagavad Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yo me Bhaktya Prayachati Tadaham Bhakti Upahritam Ashnami Prayatatmanaha. Be it a leaf or a flower or fruit or even water, whatever you give, if you offer it with love, I will accept it. This is what Bhagavan Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So, what does this mean? This means that what we give is not as important as how we give. Whatever we offer to Bhagavan Krishna, we are supposed to offer it with devotion and love in our heart. That is when it reaches him in the best form and he enjoys it the most. To understand this better, we will see a few people who offer prasad to Bhagavan in the best form with lots of love and devotion, so that we understand how we need to offer prasad to Bhagavan Krishna at our homes. First of all, let's start with an incident from Lord Rama's life. Who is that one person who has offered something to Rama with so much of love and affection and devotion? Any guesses? Yes, it is Shabari indeed. Shabari was a daughter of a hunter, but her heart was pure gold. She was a very good human being and she wanted to become a disciple of a sage. Who was that sage? Sage Matanga. Sage Matanga took her as his devotee and told her to stay in his ashram. He asked her to clean his ashram and serve the people in the ashram and Sage Matanga so that she lives happily. So Shabari started living peacefully in the ashram, doing her daily duties and praying to God as her guru Matanga Maharishi had advised. One day, the time came when Sage Matanga was about to go to Vaikunta. Shabari asked him, O Guru, please take me along with you. I don't want to live in this world without serving you. Sage Matanga said, Dear Shabari, one day Lord Rama, an incarnation of Lord Narayana, will come to this ashram of mine. I want you to stay here and serve him when he comes. Till that, you have to stay here and do all the duties like how you do and do prayers for his arrival. Once he comes, you have to serve him on my behalf and then you can come to Vaikunta. From that day onwards, Shabari stayed alive in the anticipation of Lord Rama. She would get up early morning every day, go to the forest to collect sweet berries for Lord Rama, and come back and wait for him. She cleaned the ashram. She kept everything ready because she did not know exactly when Lord Rama would come. She was always praying, chanting Lord Rama's name, and devoting her life as per the words of her Guru. The ashram of Matanga Maharishi was near the Pampa lake. So Shabari went to the lake, took water every day, came back, and did the chores of the ashram. Days passed by, years passed by. On the other side, Lord Rama left Ayodhya for the forest. Then, after coming to the forest, after a lot of events, Sita Mata was abducted by Ravana and taken to Lanka. Lord Rama and Lakshmana left in search of Sita, and after passing a lot of hurdles, they understood that they have to go south to find Mata Sita. On the way, Lord Rama had decided that he would be meeting a very special person, a person who is waiting for him on the words of her Guru. Now the day came, the auspicious day came when Lord Rama was about to meet Shabari. Lord Rama and Lakshmana came to Sage Matanga's ashram, and yes, Shabari was waiting for them. She invited them, made them sit in their holy seat, and then offered them sweet berries. Do you know how she offered them the sweet berries? She took the berries in her hand, started biting them one by one, and then gave only a few to Lord Rama. Now everyone around was puzzled. Why would somebody do something like that? When you offer something to somebody, you have to offer it in such a way that it is very pure and clean. Here, Shabari is tasting every berry, keeping aside a few berries and offering a few to Lord Rama. Now, Lord Rama, being God himself, understood why Shabari did this, but he wanted everyone to understand why she was doing this. So, he asked her, Shabari, please tell us, what are you doing and why are you doing it? To this, Shabari replied, O Lord Rama, I am tasting these berries because I want to make sure that you eat the sweetest of all. There might be berries which are sour as well. So, I want to make sure that whatever I offer you are the sweetest. Rama said, Shabari, don't you know that it is a sinful act? Tasting something and then offering it to someone? Shabari said, O Lord, I am really not worried if I would take up any sin by doing this, because my Guru had ordered me to serve you and I want to do it in full spirits. I don't care if I go to heaven or hell, but I care that you get the tastiest of the berries. Saying so, Shabari continued doing what she did. Everyone around thought Lord Rama would not eat what Shabari had already bitten. But on the contrary, Lord Rama took what all Shabari offered and ate them and said, Shabari, I have never had such tasty berries in my life. Nobody has offered this very tasty berries to me till now. Nobody has taken up this measure to ensure that I eat berries that are extremely sweet and tasty. I am extremely happy and I want to give you something. If you want anything, please ask me. To that, Shabari said, O Lord, I am very happy and I am feeling very blessed that I got your darshan and I could serve you and feed you with these berries. Now, I don't want anything else in life. I am going to the place where my Guru resides. Saying so, Shabari takes a leave. Now, have you ever heard of something like this before? You may be wondering, oh my God, it is a sin to taste anything before offering to the Lord. But here, Shabari tastes everything before giving to the Lord just to make sure that he gets the tastiest of all. Now, no sin will be added to this because her intention was so pure and divine. So, this is one way which we have to understand as to how to offer prasad to Bhagavan. There are many more to listen, many more great devotees who have offered prasad to Lord Krishna in a wonderful manner. Wait for more. Radhe Krishna.